Hello, welcome to everyone to Pro Sport Point in another video. This time we're going to talk about a question which is really hot, especially in the debates between the internet fans. What I'm going to say, it's my analytic opinion, which is the exact contrary of the title of this video, no clickbait intended. Wrestlemania is not the best show in professional wrestling? Set your mind, let's make the point. With the advent of the internet, every single multimedia content has been able to be delighted by everybody. With free service thanks platforms like YouTube, or payment service with acceptable prices like the one and only WWE Network, or iPay-per-views, or with other websites like Daisy Rules, but this is not the place where to talk about it. First point. This process has enabled the wrestling fan to follow other companies, other federations, and appreciate the different styles, the different storylines, and at the end of that, the top show of the respective organization. Now, let's draw a line and take the three principal world competitors of WWE: TNA, Ring of Honor, and New Japan Pro Wrestling. Now, let's be honest and let's be direct. In sequence, Bound for Glory, Final Battle, and Wrestle Kingdom cannot equal Wrestlemania even combined. Now, before you punch me right in the face, hear me out. Every show has his reading, his analysis, and the quality and consistencies of every aspect of the show itself doesn't give a lower value compared to Wrestlemania. And this is the second point, the prestige. It seems like a catchphrase, but never like now this word has been more significant. Wrestlemania is the number one just because the WWE itself is the premier company in this business, so much that the discipline has its identification in the WWE. I don't know, for example, when you ask to somebody if he follows wrestling, you are doing that, referring implicitly to the major company known in the world. I mean, you would say, I want some bread with hazelnuts ganache or simply bread and Nutella. And this is the exact same thing, the prestige. And this prestige has not come out nowhere, but has been an evolution and adapting and hard working years after years. And this has made the WWE the landmark in the last 40 years, 4 decades. We don't forget that the company itself was going out of business during the Monday Night War against WCW. All those events have permitted to Wrestlemania to be in the top 10 biggest valuable sport event, with FIFA World Cup, Summer Olympics and Super Bowl. And putting money aside, let's talk about the mediatic power which the Grandaddy of them all generates around the globe. After all, the WWE is followed in almost 200 countries, and more than half billion of people watches every week the programs on their television. A really mediatic tsunami overwhelms the WrestleMania week, even, as we know, if wrestling has always been considered not so prestigious like other sources of entertainment, sports or TV kermesse in general, but not for WrestleMania. For WrestleMania everything gets bigger, gets higher, gets more prestigious. The same prestige that main eventing one WrestleMania gives to the wrestler involved, at the point that CM Punk himself left the company to be not able to reach the spot, or for having literally broke our genitals. How many times The Miz has reminded to us that he main evented WrestleMania 27, and did you remember how memorable that edition was? Notoriety. Notoriety is what it's all about. I'm sure, with all the respect, that Lewis Hamilton has less possibility in a country with a culture not so occidental like Philippines to be known than John Cena. And that's it. WrestleMania is arriving, and we all wish it will be a good show. In the meanwhile, I'm gonna eat some bread with the hazelnuts ganache. Thank you for watching, leave your opinion and let's make the point.